Hi, my name's Chris Sterman, and I'm going to be your chemistry teacher this year. So, a little bit of background about me. I've worked on 2 different continents in 4 different school buildings over 4 decades. Um, but this is actually my first virtual start to a pandemic school year, so I think we're all in this together, trying to figure out how things are going. Um, if I'm not wrong, I think we're going to learn a lot this year. Um, it's going to be an interesting experience. So I live in Cheltenham, which is about a half an hour from Bensalem. I have a son who's a daughter. I have a son who is a junior at Cheltenham High School and a daughter who's a freshman. Um, I coach tennis. Uh, I played a lot of tennis. I also play some golf. I've coached basketball at Bensalem. I've coached softball at Bensalem. So I've done a lot of stuff outside, as well as being a bit nerdy. I will help out the mathletes and the Pennsylvania Junior Academy of Science group as well. So enough about me. Um, you're not watching this video so you can learn about some random old guy. Um, you're here because you signed up for college prep chemistry. So, what are we going to do this year? So, chemistry is a relatively new science. It started out as kind of a quack thing, almost a religion that was called alchemy, in which the main goal was to try and figure out how you could turn things into gold, how you could make yourself rich by like taking iron and making it become gold. It sort of got swept up into physics for a while there, but about 100 years ago, we knew enough about chemistry that it split off into its own science and really came into its own. People like Einstein and um, a lot of the quantum physicists of the day broke off and started studying chem. We got a whole bunch of equipment. Technology really caught up, and chemistry started to explode as a science. So, what is chemistry? Chemistry is really the study of the smallest building blocks of matter. Um, we're trying to figure out what makes up everything around us. So, these trees back here are my, oops, over here, basketball net. Like, how are metals different from trees? Like, what's the difference? And we study them because if we can figure out how they work, then as a society we can put them to work for us. Um, like right now, we know a lot about the basic interactions, but if we can learn more and more about them, then we can get materials to do new things, to be lighter, faster, stronger. So this class in particular, this year, what we're hoping to do is to take you through some basic properties of matter. You've probably learned them before in elementary and middle school, nothing new. We're just going to take a look a little deeper. Then we're going to take a serious look at the periodic table and all the information that's contained there, why it was designed the way that it is. It's kind of a silly design. So, like, why would a chemist make that? Um, and then we're going to take a look at chemical reactions and figure out, like, if I put 2 chemicals next to each other, why do some of them just sit there and other ones make huge explosions? So if we can figure that out, that'll give us a big step up into making chemicals like do what we want. And then finally, we'll probably end the year learning to count these things. Now you figure, like, counting atoms, what's the big deal? But the problem is that they're so small that no one has actually seen an atom. So, like, we've seen the outlines of atoms, but even then you need incredibly specialized equipment. So most people have no idea like what they're looking at. So how do you count something that you can't see? All right. So it's 2020 going to 2021. What's this year going to be like? I really have no answers for you. I know we're going to try together to learn as much chemistry as we possibly can. But COVID could get in the way. We might spend some time in school together, or we might only meet like this. So my request of you is to be as flexible as possible, and I'm going to try and do the same. Um, this is all uncharted territory, so we need to figure it out together. My next request of you is that you get as involved as you possibly can. In the spring of last year, I pretty much saw that anyone who was like coming to Zoom meetings or emailing me did okay. Like we were able to develop some kind of relationship online. I could answer questions and things went pretty well. It was the students who kind of hid away or never contacted me that had difficulty. So my request is for you to get involved. If you have questions, message me, email me. There's Zoom sessions. So I'll make more announcements about that as we go along. Join those Zoom sessions. So like my job as a teacher is to help you out, right? All the information that I could possibly give you is already on YouTube. You can Google everything. The problem is when you watch those YouTube videos or you read something online, it won't always make sense, and it will help if we can talk. So talk, like reach out, ask questions. Like I said before, I have 2 kids in high school, so I do understand that online school sucks. It's just what we're stuck with, and we're going to try and make the best of it. So you have contact information for me through Schoology. I will soon be emailing you and your parents, so you'll have an email address and a phone number where you can text me. So make use of them. I'm looking forward to getting to know you, and let's see what we can make of this year. Bye-bye.